Welcome back to Copper Star Precision, the channel dedicated to getting you more points at your competitive shooting matches. Today we're going over stage 4 of the NRL22 July course of fire. It's called The Redcoats Are Coming. I'll put a stage description over there. Basically, engaging the KYL rack at 35 yards from 3 different positions. One of the ladder rungs, moving to the chair, back to a different ladder rung. When we're shooting off the chair, it has to be support side, so we're going to talk about that. Now, when I give you these tips and tricks, I'm not telling you how to do the stage. I'm telling you what works for me. What works for me may not work for you, but hopefully this gives you some ideas. So for me, the general strategy is going to be pick your 2 favorite ladder rungs that you can build the most stable positions off of. And if that's the case, it may be different for each of you. It might be nice to go from the 3rd rung to the chair because they're about the same height. It's not going to work for me because if I'm shooting flat, I'm probably going to hit that back support. And if I'm shooting lower than that, my scope is going to look through that, so that's not going to work for me. So I'm probably going to go prone, which is probably the most stable for me, and then probably the 2nd ladder rung, because I can be in a kneeling position, closer to the ground, definitely stable. If I go at the top rungs, I'll be standing. It's not, maybe for me, it isn't as a stable position. So I'm going to go bottom, and then we're going to go to the chair, and then rung number 2. So as far as gear goes, I have a bag up here. This is the Armageddon Gear OG Sticky Game Changer. A big bag here creates a big surface area on the back of the chair. I know they use folding chairs. This is just a little chair that I have. But essentially, I want a big surface area that wraps around the chair. Nice big platform that I could use. I have a pump pillow here I may or may not use. And then on the actual rifle itself, I have a Gray Ops plate with a flat bag here. I think what's necessary for these, I mean, you can use all kinds of different bags. Here's a X-Wing rear bag from Armageddon Gear. Here's the pint-sized Game Changer. You want something low profile enough that you can actually put the rifle in between the 2 rungs of the ladder so that your scope isn't hitting. So you want something low profile. So this is what I'm running with. You know, your equipment may vary, but essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to go prone, engage 4 times, come here, engage 4 times, back to here, engage 4 times. So that being said, this is kind of what the stage might look like. So all gear in hand at the beginning, clock goes beep, I throw this down, get that nice and flat, waiting for me. Start on the 1st rung here, get into a prone position. You can use this pump pillow as a rear bag. Super stable here. Engage 1, focus on the breathing, engage 2, engage 3, engage 4, bolt back to move, come to my knees, put the gun up here, I'm in a good kneeling position. Now I have to shoot support side. So I put the gun on my left shoulder, and if you're not used to shooting support side, it can be a little challenging, but think about what you do normally, right? On my right shoulder, I simply come down into the glass and I engage the target. What you're doing subconsciously, and you may not realize it, is you're lining yourself up, your shooting eye, with the target, and you're coming down on the scope straight. So if you're having trouble with support side, especially finding that eye box, what I want you to remember is the following. With your left eye, target, turret, eyepiece, target, turret, eyepiece, target, turret, eyepiece, and I'm right there. Straight down, target, turret, eyepiece, boom. Target, turret, eyepiece. Practice this 100 times, and then you'll be right on position. Now, what else is going to help is magnification. If you're on a higher magnification, the forgiveness of that eye box, that eye relief, is going to be much less at a higher magnification. So don't be afraid to back the magnification off. It's going to give you a little bit more wiggle room. And then once you do get on target, then you can kind of pump the magnification up. But finding that initial spot at a higher magnification is going to be very difficult. So back the magnification off. I'm at 12 power right now. Target with my left eye, target, turret, eyepiece, I'm there. I can then use my right hand to zoom in. Use my right hand to close the bolt. Engage. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, notice how once I find that sweet spot, I am not moving my head at all. I don't want to lose that eye box, okay? So I see a lot of people, especially beginners, do this. They engage, they kind of like look up, they come back down, and they've lost their spot. So there's no reason to take your head up off the stock in between engagements because the KYL rack is going to be, right next to each other. And with the low recoil of these 22 rifles, you shouldn't be thrown off target so much that you can't see it. If you're engaging a different target that's like way over there, yeah, I could say take your head up and then do the target turret eyepiece thing again, but do not move your head once you start engaging the KYL rack. Okay, bolt back to move. Second ladder rung, I'm gonna go here. This is a good kneeling position for me. Both knees down. I might use this pump pillow to kind of fill in some of this gap here. Also as a rear bag, super stable here. Engage 1, focus on the breathing. Engage 2, breathing and trigger control. Engage 3, and engage 4. So 4 rounds, 4 rounds, 4 rounds. Things to practice, definitely the support side. Gonna be very important. Target, turret, eyepiece, target, turret, eyepiece. And then just building good positions on whatever is most comfortable for you. If the most comfortable rung of the ladder is rung 4 or 3, something like this, as long as you can build a good position, you're gonna be in good shape. So practice your 2 favorite rungs on the ladder, and then practice getting into support side positions. Now, if you do have, last thing, if you have only 10 round magazines, you're gonna need a magazine change because it's a 12 round stage. So think about where that might be most advantageous. I would probably do it after the first 4 shots. So let's pretend I'm on my 4th shot. I'm here, 4th shot, engage, drop the magazine, pick up another magazine, put it in, then move to the chair. So think about where you want to do your mag change if you need to. Other than that, pretty straightforward stage. If this video helped you get more points at your match, then I think it's worth a like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Thanks.